Black is back. Yeah, most people don't know what the fuck they're doing, and that's okay. Especially when you wake up in the morning, right? And sometimes I don't. Not everybody, but sometimes, most of the time, for instance, I will just sit there for like 5-10 minutes and get my head in the right state before actually getting out of bed or whatever. Because you just want to try to make yourself think a certain way and feel a certain way, have a certain mindset every day so that you can go about your day well and be focused or whatever. But still, it seems like you're being led off track and led astray, and I think most people would know what I'm talking about. But, you know, there's a kind of person that just does that, and then there's also the kind of person that just jumps out of bed and just does whatever, or they don't think, or like these narcissists, people, just non-player NPCs, whatever they called it. The people that just go about their day and just don't really think or nothing, and it's probably why the world is the way it is, because it's just people not really thinking about nothing and just doing what they think is necessary, right? But and they usually don't have to worry about feeling like they're off because they just, they're like balancing a ball or whatever. They're just trying to stay on a tightrope, and whatever comes, they just deal with it and don't worry about it. I've heard the saying, begin every day as if it were on purpose. Well, that's kind of what I meant by that first type, where it's just, you're trying to stay focused, right? You're trying to make yourself feel like, you lie there in bed and you wake up and it's like, okay, I have a certain mindset about you. Then you give that sensation that that you're not doing the right thing. It's just, nothing really matters anyway, because this is always going to be a hell realm for striving for a piece of paper that we create. We brought here in a world of control. You're going to get frustrated, and, most people just don't know what the hell they're doing, because it's just, no recollection of why we're here, where we come from, or why, we're just here and we got to deal with it, right? Consciousness having to prove itself. That's the only explanation that explains all the madness, because it really is no madness. It's an illusion created by somebody trying to, you know, somebody trying to be purposeful and bring meaning to their life. And ultimately, life really doesn't have a meaning unless you think it has meaning, and that's where the frustration comes in, always feeling like you're slipping off of something. Because you're always having to interact, you're always having to deal with things. It's just, so many things to have to deal with. And that's basically what life is just struggling and hopefully learning something from it. Because if you're not learning something from it, that did no meaning. Most people don't know what the fuck they're doing, and that's okay. Because there's always going to be something to deal with, and that's always going to create feelings of, disappointment or whatever. And, it's just, I would say that's all right. You probably don't want to hear me say that, but it's just, nothing really matters. We just think that it matters, because it's just, people are always going to think different. People are always going to be doing things that you don't like, and that can never be a heaven, because everything have to be alike, and just, your creation. Everybody's creating things amongst each other and always clashing and fighting against each other, and that's hell. That's where we are. Everything's dense here and it's fucked up. And it's done that way on purpose, hopefully for us to learn something from it. I mean, it's just, we come here, if we even remember to come here, because we, the perfect spiritual hell realm, there'd be no need for any of the things we're going through here, because, you know, the only explanation is that we come here to have some kind of temporary experience and move on. But then again, it's like everything is just so difficult here. It's like, well, how can that be? I mean, look at all the suffering. Look at all this crap that happens. Well, that's what it is. It's just people having to deal with pretty much the toughest environment you could ever enter. It's so you bring somebody here, they're gonna, it's just nobody can exist in this world anyway unless a male and a female do you know what. Spirits can't enter a body unless that happens. And yeah, I do believe that most of us are just forced to come here because it's just, man and woman mate, and yeah, it's just somebody just gets incarnated. And I really do, believe that a lot of it is just somebody just being forced here, whether, because somebody has to inhabit that body, right? The body dying right away when somebody's born. Maybe that's the spirit trying to not incarnate because they know how much life sucks. And I don't know, they get forced into it anyway. Most people don't know what the fuck is going on and what they're doing here and what they're doing in general. And that's all right. It's because it's going to piss you off. And there's going to be a lot of unfairness. There's going to be a lot of fucking suffering in this world. So yeah, it's just, you bring a kid in this world, they're going to pretty much suffer. There's really no getting out of it. In some form or another, there's always going to be some kind of suffering, right? It's just, people think that it's a sacred, beautiful thing having children, and I get that. But what it really is you just laying suffering on somebody. That's what it really is. So yeah, hell, I ain't having no kids. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, I just don't, one thing, I don't want to deal with it, and I don't want to put that on somebody else. I mean, all the stuff I've had to go through and to put it on someone else, having to take care of them, I just, no, it's just, if anything, I'll just adopt somebody who's already here, which I'm not even going to do that, or have a dog or cat or whatever. There's so many things in this universe to make you happy, but almost everything has got this paper money attached to it. You can't have it unless you bust your ass, and oh god, it's just suffering. Most people don't know what the hell they're doing because they're always striving for something, or they just don't know why they exist. And it's not all right to have to suffer, but it's all right to not know what the fuck you're doing, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, you shouldn't have to suffer, but that's the thing is, that's what makes this hell, because you're going to suffer whether you like it or not. And it's just people trying to avoid it happens anyway. And yeah, fuck, man. So basically, this video is just me saying that most people don't know what the fuck they're doing, and that's, it's fine. It's just, that's just the way it is. Okay. So yeah, whatever. That's all for this one, guys. See you guys again when the time is right. Like, share, subscribe, like I always say. And, Black Hole over and out. Love you all, and bye for now.